Hi everyone, my name is Karen and today I'm going to be discussing a social story that I had written for an 11-year-old client with autism spectrum disorder that I work with in my daily practice. The client often struggles with unfamiliar settings where expectations are unknown or ambiguous or when his daily routine is changed. But when these types of events are foreshadowed with behavioral expectations presented and appropriate responses discussed and practiced, he's able to do very well. As part of his treatment, he's required to come to our clinic about every 2 months for a progress review with his board-certified behavior analyst, with the clinic supervisor, the behavior treatment therapist, and his parents. This usually involves leaving school early, upsetting his routine, and changing his entire schedule for the day, which can be very upsetting. Um, in addition, he's expected to demonstrate programs and participate in play in a setting that is very different from where this typically happens. His therapy usually occurs in his home, and the progress reviews occur in the clinic. In the past, this unpredictability has caused not only refusal behaviors, but also escape behaviors that were physically aggressive. So the social story was written to foreshadow all of these changes and provide some visual supports, remind him of where he was going and what he would be doing. There's also some motivation thrown in as he finds out that he can get a snack for working really hard during his progress review. And also it reminds him that he has the opportunity to man for breaks to decrease the motivation for those physically aggressive escape maintain behaviors. The story has actual pictures of our clinic and of the client as well, because this was more engaging for him and provided more realistic information and more support for um, having appropriate behaviors in those settings. I've changed the name of the client in the story, and I've also blacked out a picture of the client for confidentiality reasons. The social story was only a part of the preparation for the client's progress reviews. After we reviewed the story, we would discuss it, and the client could ask any questions or get any clarification that he wanted. We would then practice how to behave at the clinic. His parents would role play with us. They would play the part of the BCBA and ask him questions. He would do programs, and his parents would also play part of themselves. So he would be prepared for any kinds of different situations that might occur during the progress review. It's been really effective for the client. We return to it prior to every progress review, and he actually enjoys it. There are times where he will ask for this social story because he just enjoys reading it so much and actually seeing his own picture in it. So I will give a quick demonstration of this social story.
Going to my progress review at the clinic. My name is Bob, and I'm 11 years old. I'm learning all kinds of new things at summer camp, in Miracle League, and in therapy. At camp, I get to try new activities and make new things. My teachers watch me to see all of the new things I'm learning, and they're very proud of me. At Miracle League, I'm playing baseball on the White Sox team. My family comes to watch me bat, run the bases, and play in the outfield. They like to see all of the great things I do when I play ball. In therapy, I'm learning new things like how to tell time and how to count money. Just like people see me do things at camp and at Miracle League, people want to see all of the things I have learned in therapy. My lead therapist, Jody, likes to see all of the cool things I can do. In order to show Jody what I can do, I need to go to the clinic where Jody works. I'll go to the clinic with my parents. Karen will be there to see me when we get there. Katie will be there too. When I get to the clinic, I can look at the fish in the tank while my parents talk to the people in the office. Then it will be time to go to the therapy room. I can have a little snack while I wait, and Karen and I will set up my schedule for work and play and finished. I can look at and play with any of the toys in the room that I want to. I'll do some work times and play times with Karen in the therapy room. I can use my break or I want to be finished cards if I want to. When I'm done with work and playtimes, I can go out of the therapy room and play with any of the things in the playroom like air hockey or video games on the Wii. After my parents talk to Jody for a little bit, it will be time for me to go home. I can do a great job working and playing at the clinic. My parents and my therapist will be very proud of me, and I will be proud of myself.